our family business. Until we get there, you're not going to get rich because it ain't your business. In your mind. Like some people say, well, I'm building my own business. I've had people making 25, 30, 40,000 money in MyEcon. They say, well, I'm going to build my own business. I'm going to start my own business in addition to MyEcon. That's a mental issue. Okay, what are they saying? What they're saying is, because the brand, MyEcon, they didn't come up with it. They see me as the owner. I don't own your MyEcon business, you own it. MyEcon Corporate is a corporation, but that ain't where the money is. That's a processing center. I got a downline. Now my downline, IJSgroup.com, which is the exact same downline, get the exact same pay as everybody else in the company. It's the highest paid position because it's got the most people, but that was just because I did the most work for the longest period of time. But that has nothing to do with, in other words, when I say my business, I'm not talking about corporate. I'm talking about my downline. Because that's my business. Okay? If you want to sell your downline today, you can sell it. Oh, I forgot. If I want to sell, I'm moving around all the time. If I wanted to sell my downline today, I can sell my downline. You can sell your downline. If you got a downline that's, let's say you got a downline that's got 500 people in it, and you're getting $4,000 a month residual income. Okay? So, that's $50,000 a year, right? Would you rather have that, or would you rather have a $200,000 paid for a house? $200,000 paid for a house, or a downline with 500 people in it. And on that downline, you're getting $7 a month, that's $3,500 a month, so you're getting something up front, $4,000 a month. Which one you rather have?
The downline.
Yeah. And it's close. It's not even close. And when you understand that, that's one of the first steps to getting wealthy or getting rich, because now you can understand how wealth is built. See, here's the problem that people have in America. They have it all over the world. It's more illuminated in America because you got the social media, you got TV, okay? They bought into this idea because financial institutions teach it to them and condition us with it. I'm going to work and save my way to wealth. That's the idea.
Yeah, that's what we call it.
And it don't work. And at best, it can work. That's a long. Now that's 2 lifetimes. Now you live to be 150, you might make it that way. I'm gonna work, and I'm gonna save. That's the technique we were taught, right? I'm gonna work, and I'm gonna find me a good investment at the bank, at the mutual fund company, somewhere, and that's gonna, right? It don't work. The math don't work. I mean, we're not going through the math this morning. We've been through that math a million times, right? And when you start realizing that math does not work, Robert Kiyosaki, he taught books on that, didn't he? He even talked about it. He said, with MBA, people go to Yale and Harvard and they get MBAs and they make $130,000 a year and they buy the $300,000 house, and it don't work for them. Even if that dollar don't work. Because wham, right off the top of that 130, they take 50 for taxes. That's 7.65 for FICA and Social Security, right? State of Georgia wants 6, right? That's 13, right? And then they're gonna hit you for another 25 for federal, right? Last time I checked, 25 and 13 is 38. We just round off at 40. 40% of 130. 13, that'd be $52,000. So 130 minus 50, that leaves 80. Student loans, some car note, big house note, semi-fancy.
Right, bro.
This money, does that make sense? That math don't work. So that's the whole problem. You say, well, why would our government, why would the schools, why would society teach it that way? Well, because the companies have to have a workforce. Think of that. If a person loses hope, okay, in network marketing, you see people come and go every day, right? Good morning. Okay. So if they lost, if working people in America lost hope, what would happen? They quit their jobs. There'd be chaos. Am I correct? So they have hope. They have hope that one day I'm gonna get a promotion. One day I'm gonna be able to make enough that I can build my retirement. Because nobody's ever talking to them about the facts or the numbers. So they just believe one day it's gonna be all right. But how many people do you know 65 plus that it's all right?
Not many.
I mean, it's all right from the basis that they're happy or comfortable in life, they getting by right. But it's not all right financially, is it? No, it's not all right financially. So, it don't work. So you say, well, what does work? Well, it's real simple. You can do that strategy of work and save. Now you add to it tax deductions. Okay, get your business on the side, and then instead of them taking this big chunk of your tax, they take a little chunk, right? So now you speeded that up because you drastically increased your savings, didn't you? You manage your money wisely by getting rid of debt. So that speeded up the savings, didn't it?
Yes.
Okay? And then from there, you create assets. See, God gave us the ability to be creators. He said he made us in his own image. And we would do greater, and Christ even tells us we do greater works than him. Okay? Well, he created. He was a creator. So what happens is this. Where did Netflix come from? Was it like shipped here from Mars? Or did somebody create it out of their own mind?
Somebody created it.
Okay, they created it out of their mind. Okay. So Thriller did $500 million. Where did that come from? Where did that come from?
Somebody
That came
mind.
out of Mike's mind, didn't it? Just created it, right? Okay, see? Where did This Is It come from? Somebody's mind. So they created a business that became an asset. Does that make sense?
Yep.
And if your creation, so God gave us the ability to create something that would become $1 million. When I was young, in my 20s, and I wanted to be rich. So I pray about it all the time, because that's all I knew to do, because I'm a church boy, right? So I'm like, well, and then when I figured out, God allowed me to figure out one day, He probably been showing me that forever, but I couldn't see it, was that He gave me the ability to create $1 million for free. He gives us the ability. Where did braiding come from? Braiding hair. That's a multi-billion-dollar industry, ain't it? Out of somebody's mind. Is that right? And see, when you understand that, now you can build a business, because when you're recruiting somebody, you saying, hey, Bill, Mary, Sue, Tammy, whatever your name is, let me show you how you can get out of this grind called 9 to 5 for 40 to life. And you can start using your skills and your talent to start creating your income. You ain't really got to sit there on that job and listen to somebody speak to you in a way that you don't want to be spoken to on a regular basis and feel like I'm trapped and I can't move ever, because if I don't do this, then I'm going to be in a mess for the rest of my life. It ain't like that. See, that can be our reality if that's our belief. But that's not reality. That can be our reality if that's our belief. Well, I ain't got no choice. I got to stay on that job. Well, I ain't got no choice. I got to do this, right? Well, you may need to stay on that job for a temporary period of time to grow your income while you're doing something else that's going to take you to your dreams and goals. But there's no such thing as, I have to do this. No, you may need to do that temporarily. And see, when your mind gets free and you start understanding God gave you the ability to create, and God gave you the ability to take. So he gave me financial information, plain and simple. I put it in a packet that we call MyEcon. Then we market that packet to help people change their life. And we made millions and millions and millions. Now you can take that same packet and do the same thing, can't you? But you can, even while you're doing that, create something else, can't you? Why are you doing that? You know? And you can just keep on creating, can't you? Because he made us creators. But the main thing is to get past this point that I'm stuck. I'm in a rut. I can't get out the rut. I have no other way out. I have to just stay here and accept what somebody else says that I have to have and control me all my life. A person cannot be controlled when they decide they're not going to be controlled. That's really what all of this is about, right? It's like me with really, you know, I always thought I wanted to be a millionaire, but really what I really wanted to do was just do what I wanted to do. Because after I got the money, then I realized I ain't nothing spend on. And I don't even value that. What I value is freedom. You know, I might be saying, shoot, man, I ain't going to work this week. I'm going to go to Florida, sit by the beach for a week. You know, I don't have to make no announcement. I don't have to call in. I'm gone. You know, that's really what I wanted. Because that's what you have when you're a kid, isn't it? Mm-hmm. You don't worry about no bills. You don't worry about it's somebody else's department. I just know it's going to be some food when I go down there in the morning. Brandy's son like, I ain't worried about that. I'm up to be eating in the morning now. What mom had to get that food, that's on her. And so that's what it's about, is getting your dreams, and this is a method to help you acquire your dreams and goals. And you're building an asset. And see, you start selling, and see, so many people, when they're talking to people about MyEcon, it's too much dollars and cents. Sometimes you got to talk dreams and goals. As a matter of fact, the first question I ask people if I'm talking to somebody one-on-one about this business, I say, what are your top 2 financial goals you'd like to accomplish over the next, 12 to 18 months, And really what I really want to know is, what's your financial goals that you want to create? What's your real big financial goal? But I can't ask them that because it won't give me a good perspective. So I just say 12 to 18 months, and it'll give me what's on their mind a little bit. So if they say, well, I just want to improve my credit. Okay, so they got some stuff they want to buy. So I said, okay, that's good. Or if they say, well, I just need to make more money. I said, okay. And, so based on what they say, it's giving me an idea of where I need to tailor my conversation to help them, get their dreams and goals, right? Because now I can say, well, that's great because we help people build credit, make extra money, because a lot of people have, they got a certain type of house they want, they got a car they want, they want to do some traveling, they just want, they want to build retirement, whatever it is. And see, then you say, now, so what we can do in our business, now everybody get this is how you recruit, okay? And so the thing about doing this is you're going to be able to accomplish those things you just told me, and the government going to pay the bill. Now, this is the part you got to get, and this is the part you got to get people to understand. There is no cost. Okay, if I get a job and I'm making $10 an hour in Atlanta, Georgia, $10 an hour, okay? So that's $400 a week, 40 hours a week. That's $21,800 a year. Okay, so I'm single, $12,000. I got a standard deduction of $12,000. The remaining, so 21.8. So we're just gonna round off 22 to make the math easy. 22 divided by minus 12. So I got $10,000 left, right? The state of Georgia wants 6%. And the feds want another 9. So I'm going to pay $1,500 plus in taxes. As a matter of fact, there's another 7.65 for FICA and Social Security. Am I correct? Mm-hmm. Okay. See, that's why I say it's got to be your business, because you got to learn. It's just like in anything in life, if you're going to talk to somebody about it, you got to learn it well enough to have a conversation. Mm-hmm. You know, it can't be, well, just come to the meeting. Yeah, come to the meeting is cool, but you got to give a reason to come to the meeting. Mm-hmm. Okay, so they're going to pay $1,500 to $2,000 in taxes. They're going to take that out. Now, if they take out $3,000, they get a refund. They take out $500, they're going to owe. You know. So now, when you get in business, you're writing off your cell phone, your internet access, you know, meals, things of that nature, and you might pick up an extra $5,000, $6,000 in tax write-offs. Things that you was going to spend money on anyway that you didn't get a write-off, or that you wasn't writing off before you got in business. Now that $21,800 that you made in business, you're going to get the $12,000 standard deduction. That's what everybody get, right? Mm-hmm. Now you got another $6,000 on top of that, right? So now, 21, so we say 22 minus 12 is 10, and then 10 minus 6 is 4. Now your tax income $4,000. Well, on $4,000, you're going to pay less taxes than you pay on 10, right? Right. So you saving $1,000 in taxes. So what did it cost you to run the business that you spent $34.95 on? Nothing. There's no cost. And what you have to do, because people don't understand that, you have to sometimes write that out on a piece of paper. You know, you have to take their feelings into account, because some people, you know, they get an attitude, you know, so you have to say, well, you know, let's say somebody that makes this amount of money. You can't say you, because, you know, they get all offended and all jacked up, maybe trying to whatever, right? Even if it's the truth. Even if it's the truth, yeah, now they got an attitude, right? I'm like, really?
They got an attitude because you making the money?
No, they get a, you know, like if you use an example, right?
Oh.
You know, they get an attitude about that. It's just like if you want to ask somebody about credit, what you have to do is say, do you know of anybody that want to improve their credit? Because if you say, would you like to improve your credit? Oh, I got great credit.
Yeah. True.
And sometimes the thing is horrible. You know, and you're not trying to be bad, you're just trying to get them to understand, right? And so you have to understand enough about taxes and credit and investing. In other words, you have to grow in this business. In other words, until you learn something about how your finances work, you're not going to be the millionaire. You know, because see, some people got this thing, well, I'm just going to recruit enough people one day in this business or some other business, and I'm going to be a millionaire. No, you may recruit enough people. You may sell enough product to make some money, but you ain't been a millionaire. You got plenty of people in Atlanta, Georgia, and other cities too, that have made $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a month in network marketing, and they still in other businesses, and they got the lifestyle. They might even buy a Rolls Royce, but they ain't no millionaire. Because they can't live if they don't hustle next month. That's not a millionaire. The millionaire is when your assets is generating enough money for you to live comfortably without working. That's what we do in MyEcon. Now, we have people in MyEcon that have great lifestyle, but they got to hustle next month. Because they ain't become MyEcon financial leaders yet. They just really good at recruiting. And there's a difference in those two things. So, and so I'll get people who say, well, why don't we just talk about lifestyle? Well, that ain't what I want to talk about. Now, you can start a company on that. Or you can be here and just talk about lifestyle. Because lifestyle, some got to get the lifestyle. And I don't want my lifestyle to go up or down no matter what people do, I was talking to some of my infinities about a month ago, and they were like, well, if a big group did this, I said, whoa, I invest 6 figures every month. For years and years and years. It don't matter, nobody, if everybody in my income quit in the morning, that ain't gonna affect my income one bit. Not one bit. Because I don't live that way. Man, they fired Jeanette over at the hospital, and everybody in my econ quit. Me and Jeanette would have to go down to, we'd have to go down to Cracker Barrel and have lunch and say, boy, they kicked us out. They kicked us out after we got rich, so I guess we got something happy to be about, right? Because, see, that's a different place we're talking about going into. In fact, and my goal is to help 1 million people become millionaires. See, everybody can fit in this thing what they want out their life. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. But my goal that I have for what I work for is when I look at our communities around this country for the last, ever since I was a little boy, when I didn't understand it, in my 20s when I started to understand it, to the day that I'm 60, my goal was to correct that. That's what MyEcon is for me. Because every time you correct that for one person, you corrected it for generations. See, when Jeanette got her finances to the point that she is, that also affected her grandchildren. You see? That's called generational wealth. That's what MyEcon is to me. When for somebody to be the CEO of MyEcon, that's what they have to do. I wouldn't even let, it's like my wife and I, we have 4 kids. My son is real smart young man. But he would never be the CEO of MyEcon until he grew up a whole lot. Because tomorrow he'd be running around everybody in a Rolls Royce and everything. I'm like, oh, no, son, we can't do that. Now, I don't care. He got his own business now. And I'm like, you want to do that in your business? Have at it. It's fun. But not over here. Because that wasn't what MyEcon was designed to be. And there's nothing wrong with what he do young, right? So that's what he want to do. That's cool. But that wasn't what MyEcon was designed to be. MyEcon was designed to help people attain personal financial success and build generational wealth in our communities. See, is it anybody in your family, in your circle, that you would love to see them have good credit, no debt, and investment income? That's what we're working for. Now, are there people with that? Absolutely. Is there people in MyEcon with that? Absolutely. God promised us that. He didn't promise we'd have it. He said he gave us power to attain it. And I think it's a powerful thing because I think that changes communities. When your children, I never wanted my children to get out of college and be forced to have to ask somebody else for a job. I never wanted that for mine. Because when I got out of college, that was the worst day than when I went. I got out of Georgia Tech, I didn't have a dime. I was still on Greyhound. I still had to find a job with no money. And I'm like, no, this is a mess. I mean, bitch, I'm serious, You got these big dreams, everybody, you did so wonderful. You just walked across the stage. You just, and then the next morning, everybody gone home, and you said, like, I'm like, this is a mess. This is a mess. Shouldn't be that way, should it? No, it shouldn't be that way. And then especially when you see, not all, but you see other people say, well, I'm going to start working in family business. And they learn family business, they make a living, and then one day they run family business or whatever. Or they say, I'm going to travel for 3 months. And then I'm going to go to work. In other words, it didn't matter what they did. It wasn't like the tank was on E, and it was Friday and they had to do it Monday. That's where I was. And financial success gets rid of that, doesn't it? Financial success gets rid of that. Because it puts you in and that's why it's worth working for. And see, that's how you recruit. See, you start saying, okay, what am I working for? Yeah, it's dollars and cents, but the dollars and cents have life wrapped around it. And so you have to start understanding that to be able to build a business. Now this week we did variable pricing. Everybody understand the variable pricing? Mm-hmm. Okay, price is $99.95. But we have different markets in MyEcon, don't we? We do business in the Delta of Mississippi. We do a business in Atlanta. We do business in Manhattan. We do business in LA. We do business in Carson City, California. We do business in wherever, okay? So, for some people like, $99, that's just too cheap. And other people like, $99, you're gonna need to wait till next Friday. It's just different markets, right? So I said, okay, the price is $99.95. Now sell it the way you want to sell it. Because I've done that for years, and we've done that for years in some method because we have coupons, right? But, but now you don't have to buy the coupon. Just go in your back office to the Business Management Center, click on the price you want to sell, right? And if you want to change your price on a later date, you can change your price, can't you? And you always sell, so when you do the presentation, it says $99.95. But I got a coupon, and I can get you a discount today. Or you say the price is $99.95. You ready to start a new business? Whichever way you want to do it. Does that make sense? It's your business. Like somebody asked me the other day, they said, well, Ivan, how can I tell somebody it's $99.95 when somebody else might sell it for $19.95? I said, that's real simple. Tell them that when they get on your team, they're going to get more training and more support. And then on other teams, and if they want to do business with you, I said, because ultimately people don't join MyEcon. People join people in MyEcon. Which is true. Because typically now, and this is very much, typically when people just go out there and just hit a link, that's all the training they get right there. Just don't know about it. They don't even know. I promise you right now, at corporate, they'll get many calls a day about, I told somebody to go to my site, I thought it was $19.95, but really it said $99. What'd I do? I'm sure Jennifer can tell you that. They didn't know what the link is. Because most of the time when they do just a straight online, whatever they call that thing, opt-in or whatever that thing is, they get zero training. So we just did this 4 days ago. We just had our best 4 days of the year. Matter of fact, we did more in the last 4 days than many weeks. Than we do quite. So people love the variable pricing.